Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 4-1 victory against Aberdeen in the Premiership today. A much improved performance. Not perfect by any means, but it was good to see that the players actually had a reaction for a change. We were forward thinking, we were going for it, especially in the second half, trying to get more and more goals. McGregor had nothing to do in the second half. Slight concerns obviously with injuries, another 2 picked up today by the look of it, and obviously the way Aberdeen scored their goal was absolutely abysmal, but on the whole that was actually pretty good today. Can we get another 20 odd more of them please, because that's what we're looking for a change, especially considering Aberdeen were, an informed team at the point as well. However, the game itself, we lined up with 2 changes from the Napoli game. We lined up McGregor, Tavernier, Ridvan, King, Davies, Lundstrom, Sands, Tillman, Cholak, Kent and Sakala. On the subs bench we have McLaughlin, Davis, Matondo, Morelos, Wright, McCann, Barisic, Arfield and Devine. Now, a better first half than we've seen for quite some time. The quality and effort's been there in spells, but the lack of the cutting edge and ruthlessness in the final third has been quite evident. We had lacked intensity at times, and Aberdeen also had their spells, especially in a 10-minute period where it was almost back to the walls for us, but they never really troubled McGregor at all. We had been peppering the Aberdeen box with shots and crosses, generally weak efforts however, and the keeper never really had to move or make any dives to them. Unfortunately though, on the 5th minute, disaster struck because Ridvan, who had been playing quite well, I know it was only 5 minutes, he was looking good, signalled that he had a hamstring pull and he came off on the 8th minute and Barisic came on for him. Barisic went on to do quite well, but this is another thing where it's another injury from a hamstring as well. I know hamstrings can sometimes just go, but it's the same type of injuries we seem to be getting time and time again. Strange pulls. It leads all back into the fitness aspect, the conditioning. Are we even warming up properly in before the games? I don't know, but well, hopefully it's not too bad. But the way he pulled up straight away and signalled, it could be quite a lengthy one, unfortunately. However, Aberdeen did take the lead on the 21st minute. An absolute shambolic display from our defence. Aberdeen down the left into the box. As soon as he got that ball, I thought this isn't going to end well. It was even worse than I thought though, because the player cuts it back, the challenge comes in, he rounds the challenge. I think it was King that put the challenge in. Tavernier puts a challenge in from the back, the attacker goes down. Now, I did initially think, well, that's a penalty. A lot of people are saying it might have been a dive. However, regardless of that, our whole defence stopped. Our whole defence stopped for an appeal for a penalty that wasn't even coming. And the Aberdeen attacker runs in, shoots the ball into the back of the net. First rule of the football, play to the whistle. Absolutely disgraceful defending. It's literally the basics we can't do sometimes. And it was against the run of play as well. And that was the even more disappointing thing as well. It didn't take us long, however, to claw that goal back, because in the 27th minute, Cholak made it 1 each. It was a lovely through ball from Lundstrom from the halfway line to Tillman, gets into the box, unselfishly squares it to Cholak, who first times it past the keeper. Great goal, lovely ball from Lundstrom. We all know he can do that. We were certainly the better team from there on, but nothing clear-cut in front of the Aberdeen goal until the 48th minute, just before half-time, and Lundstrom made it 2-1. It was a free kick on the left near the corner spot, initially knocked away, but only to Tavernier, who had a fantastic shot on the edge of the box, forcing the keeper into an equally fantastic dive and save, but it was spilled to the back post, where Davies was aware. Really, again, unselfishly and brilliant play, cuts it back into the middle rather than trying to shoot, and Lundstrom free in the middle to tap it home. Great all round. So, just before half time, great time to score. Tails up, we had been the better team, bar that shambolic goal we conceded. So certainly all to play for in the second half, more of the same. It just needed to be a wee bit more clinical. However, more disaster, because at half time Ben Davies had to come off and Arfield came on. I think he had picked up another pull or a strain or something like that. We've still to find out the exact thing, but I think it was in that effort to try and get the ball in the first place. So we'll see what happens that one. We don't have our injury worries to seek out just now. However, straight away we were looking to go forward, get the goal, and we duly did so on the 51st minute with Tavernier scoring. Tav going through the middle, switches to the left with a really poor cross it was. Kent manages to keep the ball in, cuts it back to Barisic, who has a fantastic floated ball to the back post, and an outstanding jumping header into the back of the net by Tavernier. All started from his pish poor cross, so well done from that. That was a great goal all round. 56 minutes straight away, the ball in from the left, ricochets in the box, goes to Sakala at the back post. Lovely layoff for Tavernier for a first time shot and deflected off the defender out for the corner. 57th minute, ball flicked up off the hand of the Aberdeen defender. Referee never gave it, play raged on and eventually stopped in the middle of the park for a free kick to us. It eventually goes to VAR. The referee goes to the screen and gives a penalty for handball. It shouldn't have went to VAR in the first place. The referee was looking right at it. It was clear as day that the ball rolled up off his arm and he flicked the ball away. How that wasn't given as a penalty in the first place, I do not know. Julie got the penalty, and unfortunately on the 59th minute, Tavernier with a poor penalty sends the keeper the wrong way, but he hits the post and it was cleared. Really poor penalty there. 73rd minute, we kept on going. It was nice play, ending in Arfield having a shot through the packed box and cleared off the line. This is what was good. We were continually going forward with positive attitude all this half. Substitute on the 80th minute, Cholak off and Morelos on. 2 minutes later, Morelos actually had the ball into the back of the net after some outstanding play, but it was offside. It did go for a VAR check, but it did confirm it was offside, and it was unfortunately just off. However, he did have the ball in the back of the net 3 minutes later, because on the 85th minute, Morelos rounded off the game to make it 4-1. Arfield in the box, plays it outside to Sakala on the right, crosses in off the deck, hits off the defender to Morelos at the back post, who taps it home. A very lengthy VAR check, this one. Boos were ringing out because I don't even think the referee had a clue what was going on. However, the goal eventually stood. I think because it hit off certainly Sakala was onside. Morelos, I think, maybe had drifted off, but it was only after it hit off the defender. So I think just onside that one there. Maybe benefit the doubt after the length it taken. They couldn't make a decision, but it stuck anyway. So we rounded out the game 4-1. Really important victory. More importantly, a convincing performance as well. As I said, really concerning about the way we lost the goal, but the way we reacted all game, it was positive. It was the reaction we're looking for. Individually, some really good performances today. Sakala is maybe, as much as he maybe lacks that bit of quality and sharpness in the final third, he's always forward thinking, and that's what I like about him. Something that we've been needing this season, a forward thinking player. So Gio, dare I say it, lives to fight another day. Certainly interesting that Mick Beale was in the director's box today. I think we're maybe reading into that a wee bit too much, to be honest there. Sets us up for the game against Ajax on Tuesday. That's an 8 PM kickoff. A bit of a dead rubber. However, it would be just like this Rangers team to absolutely go hammer and tongs and win by 5 goals and qualify for the Europa League. You know, stranger things have happened, but I very much doubt that's going to happen. Anyway, as ever, if you want to check out the rest of the stuff we do, you can go to all the usual podcast outlets. Dave and I had just put up our main podcast yesterday there. We will be back, maybe not this week, but the following week with another podcast. So, all that's left to say is enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for listening and goodbye.